which one of us you vote for. Either way, your planet is doomed.
You're listening to the Our Take podcast with Bryan Sherman.
He had a full head, all the way till the end. It was white, and I was hoping to get that. I was hoping to get like the full head, and it was really hard to cut it off.
And Spencer Rogers.
To be a good pilot, you have to be able to make good decisions, and I know what my credit score is, so I know I don't make good decisions.
This is the Our Take podcast.
From Scary Parrot Media Studios in Ogden, Utah, it's the Our Take podcast, episode 165. I'm Bryan.
I'm Spencer.
Find us at the Our Take Pod on TikTok and the Gram. You can email us at ourtakepod@gmail.com as well if you ever want to. It is May the 25th. On this day in listen, why is this day in history? It's always airline crashes. Have you noticed that? Every time we do an episode...
That's because we live in a simulation.
There's two.
Clearly no other explanation.
On this day in history, a China airline jumbo jet breaks apart in midair. The Boeing 747 aircraft crashed into the Taiwan Strait, leaving no survivors among the 225 people on board. The accident was caused by improper repairs 22 years earlier.
22 years earlier?
And the airplane was far beyond the serviceable life recommended by Boeing in terms of number of flights, total hours in the air, and number of years in service. That was in 2002.
Huh.
And then in 1979, American Airlines Flight 199 crashes shortly after takeoff. The photo showing the lopsided DC-10 hurtling toward the ground at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago. It's one of the most horrifying images.
Yeah.
Was it upside down?
Yeah, it's it actually is very similar to the UPS crash that just happened.
Oh, that's weird. You know what's weird? Isn't a
It lost an
DC-10...
engine.
How many people does a 747 normally hold?
747?
Yeah.
Like 400, I think.
So there's only 225 on board that one in China. But this DC-10 had 258 people, more.
DC-10s are pretty...
Are they big?
Yeah, they're wide bodies.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure, like in the 70s, you know what I mean? 79.
No, they were one of the bigger ones out there.
Okay.
For some reason, they kept doing that tri-jet thing, and it was just weird, and it caused all sorts of issues.
Like the engine on the
top,
tail?
Yeah. Then there's like some of the gnarliest crashes are with DC-10s and MD-11s. There's one where that top we probably talked about this. I remember talking about this, but yeah, the fan blade came off and cut through all the hydraulics.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
just they're not
bad design.
And UPS, like after that crash, they retired all of them.
Yeah,
that was it. They just grounded them and retired them.
Didn't a dude just get sucked through an engine last week?
Oh, dude,
or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, well,
he's running alongside like
he jumped the fence at Denver International somehow.
This just happened at Salt Lake like a couple years ago too, right? Remember the parents were suing?
Not as bad as this one though.
Didn't the guy in Salt Lake get sucked through the?
Yeah, but this guy, he have you seen the video?
No.
I don't know if there's an unedited one. I hope that not. I know there is.
Sure.
I hope it's not available to anybody.
You've only seen the edited version.
Well, it cuts off right before.
Like he's in the air?
Well, yeah. So he's walking across the runway, like the runway, right?
Right, just walking?
Plane, yeah. He's trying to kill himself. That's what they ruled it.
Okay.
And so he is just walking and the plane, and it always cuts off right before he hits the engine.
Oh, so you can see him like getting lifted off the ground?
He didn't just get sucked in. He got hit by the engine, like split in half and then sucked in. And
oh.
It was not.
I always forget how low some engines are.
Yeah, I mean.
To like close to the ground,
right.
You know? Like I always think they're
15
feet off the ground.
No, they're pretty.
So it was going pretty fast.
Oh yeah, it was like 100 something. I'm sure.
Okay.
I think it was landing, so I'm sure it was slowing down, but I don't know.
Ugh. When an airliner like that lands, do they? I know the engines have those thing. What are those called? Those little fairings, or whatever they're called, that come back to push air forward.
Thrust, yeah.
Are they also increasing thrust at that time to brake harder?
No.
It's just normal thrust still.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's just the way it sounds loud because the engines are reversing, and that's.
Oh, the engines are actually going in reverse? I thought those things just came out
no,
to redirect the air
that's
forward.
kind of an older model. They don't really have those as much anymore.
Oh,
There are some. It depends on the engine. But regardless, I don't believe they put the power up.
okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
I never. I got.
I just thought like
yeah.
if you're redirecting the air forward,
Right.
theoretically it would break faster the more air you were forcing out forward, right?
Yes.
But that would also create a lot of stress.
Yeah. I don't.
So
think
I don't
that
know.
would,
I'm just curious.
would,
So you're saying newer planes don't have those things that come back?
no.
out behind the
I
engine?
think they do have like little things that come out, but not that clamp.
Right.
That was definitely an older style.
I didn't know they could reverse the engines mid-flight, like midstream. How does that even work?
I don't know. I'm not a freaking biologist.
Yeah, I mean, you're my industry resource, though.
I know. I should know that. I should.
Not often do I think of myself as the asshole.
Okay.
But today, sorry, it's a segue.
I was like,
But on the way to your house today, I may or may not have egregiously run a red light. Like,
that's happening a lot.
actually, it
lately.
wasn't you tell me. I'm stopped at the light
Mhm.
on 40th by
Okay.
7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that intersection, speed limit's like 35, but both left turn lanes, east and westbound, have a protected left.
Right.
I don't know why. Like, you could just have a normal yield.
Right.
Right, but anyway. So I'm heading west, and the light turns green to me.
Mhm.
In my brain, it turns green.
Right.
And I start to go, and this woman turning left in front of me, I see her car like pitch forward. She brakes, and she's giving me this just crusty. And I look in my mirror, and I realize the car next to me hasn't gone. And I realize the light turning green to me was actually just the protected left, both
Arrow.
directions. So I full on just ran this red light, and luckily she didn't hit me. She could have been well within her right to get an insurance claim,
Just pull.
Yeah, just go.
Go gun it.
I just feel it's one of those instances where you turn the radio down for the rest of the ride. I just feel like such a dick.
Do you do that? I do.
Oh
that.
yeah.
I know.
If something scary happens,
But like if you need to concentrate or something.
when you're delivering pizzas,
Right.
Did you?
Yeah, all the time. Like you need to figure out where you're
Yeah.
going. You turn down the radio, even though
Absolutely.
it doesn't really do.
You're looking for an address out your window, and you're like, oh shit, I can't.
I
can't hear the address.
Hear the address. It's true though. I did.
You're just looking. You're looking for a curb address or one on the house, and you're like, I can't hear right. Absolutely. Our brains are not.
Shut the hell up! I can't.
I can't read.
Oh man.
For sure. You're singing along, and you have to stop. Yeah. Oh man.
Jeez, that's funny.
No, I 100%. If something kind of sketchy happens, you turn the radio down for the remainder of the drive. And
I did that. Yeah, no, that happened to me recently. I was like engrossed in some guy's. It was on the way to when we were doing it at your parents'.
yeah.
I was engrossed in some guy's bumper sticker, and I almost rear-ended him. And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah, turn it down. Yeah.
It's clearly
Feel like
I
such a
can't.
dick.
I can't."
I've actually long thought that we should have 2 extra indicators on our cars.
Like a sorry.
Yes, we should have a sorry indicator, and we should also have a U-turn indicator.
you.
Or a fuck you. So 3. We should have 3 indicators put on the car. Yeah.
I do a U-turn.
Imagine if you were that woman that I just blatantly cut off today.
Right.
And I had some sort of indicator that said I'm sorry.
Right.
Because she probably went home
No,
and she's like, this fucking dick.
There's the flashing lights, but that's like
That's like a hazard.
That's like, or like, you can flash your lights.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
that's also get out of my way.
It is. No, we need something
So we need
clearer.
like a.
Yeah. Same with the honk.
Don't the truckers turn their lights on and off.
Yeah, for all
But I guess
sorts
that
of
doesn't
things,
work
though.
during the day as well.
Well, and all
car
sorts of
doesn't.
things. Like, I mean, it's the same as the horn. Like, I think everybody in America, and probably just the world where there are cars, understands that a is a nice honk.
Right.
It's a courtesy honk.
It's like, hey,
Hey,
let's.
I think you didn't notice the light turned green, you know? And it's kind of weird that we all accept that.
Right.
You know, maybe there is a culture that like, and you go and visit there and you do that, and they're like, mother.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably states that are like that. You get out in the country or something.
Yeah. You don't honk at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be.
I mean, road rage in Utah, especially right now, road rage is.
No.
It's probably been the last 15 years. Let's be honest. It's scary.
I mean, I don't feel like I get road rage. I do get annoyed.
No, I mean you get annoyed.
Like
but
I
you're not
want to
about
flash my lights. I want to say get out of
Yeah.
the left lane, but I'm like,
You don't wanna
these
get
people
shot.
Are freaking crazy. So I only do it if I know my car can outrun them.
and you have an exit.
Yeah.
I have at least 2 exits here. I'm gonna honk. Yeah. Yeah, and the other thing is both our windows were down, so she could have easily been, like, you fucker. Or something. I should have yelled sorry, but I was mid turning my radio down, so I couldn't turn it down. I was so confused. I was like, why did she look at me like that? And I look in my side view, and the car next to me hasn't gone. I'm like, fuck. I just did the thing. I've been so pissed at people who have done that. And now, I got to give them some grace now.
I've noticed, and Sarah noticed this as well. I feel like there's been a lot of blatant red light running lately.
Yeah?
In the area. Where was I? I was turning on, but it was red. Like our light had been green for quite some time, and people were still going.
Oh, still going. So it's not like they're stopped.
No, I
and
saw
then
one
going.
the other day that was not stopped. Just like it's not a yellow. It's full on.
Yeah.
Our light is green. There was going to be an accident.
Because there are 2 different types of red light running.
Right.
There's my kind.
Right.
Which is I thought the light turned green, so I'm
Right.
going to proceed. And then there's like, it's yellow, it's red.
Right. Right. Or just running it completely. But yeah, there's so much so that I think I'm going to get a dash cam.
Yeah.
I really should. I know that I'm going to keep putting it off until the one day.
One day you need it.
Man,
for
and
sure.
then I'll get one and I'll never need it again.
I've always thought if we had enough money in society, we could have bollards that come up at every red light.
That'd be
To
smart.
stop people.
But if we had that much money, we could probably
Just
figure out a different way to do red lights,
yeah, we could just do tunnels.
like overpasses and stuff.
every single intersection has a tunnel.
So
They never.
I'm surprised no one's like done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Must be expensive.
Yeah. Well, what about like Dubai? Speaking of assholes. So my flights. So I went to Savannah,
yeah.
okay, for work.
Okay.
Savannah, Georgia, and so I had to wake up at like 5 or 4
Yeah.
to get to my early flight. I think it left at 7, and boarding was at 6:20. So I'm flying American. I get on the plane. I get my window seat, and it's like a relatively empty flight. It's not super.
That never happens to me.
Never.
Ever.
No.
Every fucking flight I go on, hey, we're checking bags.
Yeah.
You're in zone 5. We're checking your bag. Like, you don't have a choice,
I don't know. Yeah, it's the earliest flights are the ones that are normally
And there's always some asshole with 6 carry-ons. Like, I didn't hear the announcement.
right.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so we get on the plane, and I'm like thinking maybe I won't have anyone next to me, know. And so I'm sitting there, and it's 7 a.m, remember, and these 2 portly women
Yeah.
come and sit down, a mom and her daughter and I'm fat, and they're not as fat as me, but for some reason,
Is American assigned?
Yeah.
Okay.
everyone is now. Even Southwest is doing away with their stupid.
Like first come, first
Yeah.
serve.
So these 2 women sit down, and I'm large, but they're like kind of up in my business.
Yeah.
Like she's like, I'm up against the wall here, and then they pull out their wiener dog. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now it's 7 a.m, and their wiener dog's out. And
Are you allowed to take your dog out if you don't have it? Have a seat
I guess. I don't know. They did.
and just lapping it,
Yeah. I think they put it away before we took off.
and like at their. I guess I don't understand what you do with a dog on a flight. That's not
You're
a
supposed to put it. They had a container, a crate, or like
overhead?
a small. No, I think it just goes under the seat
okay,
if it's that size of a dog.
right.
Anyway, so they decide that it's time for breakfast for the dog, and they pull out hard-boiled eggs.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
they didn't have some kibble. They pull out the that's like pulling out cat food.
I know. It's 7 a.m. or 6:30, something like that. They're pulling out hard-boiled eggs to feed to their dog. All right, I'm like, and they're already in my. I'm like, this is not happening. I can't do this.
Yeah,
All right.
you're about to make a threat
Yeah.
so that you can get off the plane.
And then I guess they decided they're hungry, so they pull out yogurt,
Oh,
and they didn't bother to pack a spoon. So they're using their finger to spill the
you've
yogurt.
got to be fucking kidding!
Okay, so
Like,
they're eating it like this. Okay, and they're eating it like this, and then giving some to the dog. Eating it like this, having the dog lick it off.
oh man.
At this point, I'm like, am I, is Ashton Kutcher around? Am I
There
getting
are-
punked?
Certain household practices that should remain in the household.
I don't know. Anytime someone does that, that's just the grossest thing.
It's
to me.
gross.
I would never. Like
No,
your
it's
hands are
gross.
so gross. Like even eating.
You
a
just got on
hamburger
a
sometimes,
You
right?
just got on you just walked through an airport,
Right.
and then got on a public airplane,
Right.
sat in your seat, grabbed the buckle, touching luggage.
It's how you get AIDS.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, I mean that kind of behavior.
Right. So then they pull out this freaking little camera, okay? Like a little camera with a big flash. And they're just like taking pictures of the dog all over the place. And I'm just like, is this freaking real? So
So you're in the window, and these two women are sitting next to you, and then immediately next to you, and then in the aisle. Like
Right.
it's a 3 across.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there just like this is not happening.
Were the
I
seats
can't do
in front
this.
and behind you empty?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Then a crying baby is directly in front of me.
Yeah.
So they do the safety thing, and I am like, there are empty seats over there. So I practically yell, hey. I noticed, can I move? And she was like, oh, mad about it, but
This
It's like-
flight attendant?
yeah, she was like, yeah, hurry though. You've got to do it right now. Like,
Okay, I'll go first, okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Mom. Well, that worked out.
I did get a whole aisle to myself, but I just
That worked out.
like those people shouldn't fly.
No, man. There's a term in psychology, if I'm remembering right, called self-monitor, and you're either a high or a low self-monitor. A high self-monitor can tell when
Right.
they're bugging other people,
Right.
right? Can tell when someone around them is bugged. And a low self-monitor, i.e. these two women, cannot tell. Or they just don't care,
Right.
which is maybe more of an antisocial personality disorder. Where you just don't give a shit about anybody else ever. Like, even if they had just looked at you and acknowledged, like, I'm so sorry these stink, but it's just the only thing our sick dog will eat.
Right.
Even that amount of acknowledgement.
Right.
Or even like, I know this is weird, but I don't have a fucking spoon. I'm sorry. Just acknowledging it a little would have
Right.
probably gone a long way in
Probably.
your mind.
Right.
Now, you still would have asked for the seat.
Oh yeah.
Which I think you would have anyway, even if these were two pleasant women.
Yeah. No, for sure.
You would have been like, oh, there's an empty
There's
seat.
the
We're
whole
not going to
freaking
fight over
row."
the
Yeah.
armrest
Yeah.
there.
It was. I probably wouldn't have been as quick and.
Yeah. You're like,
I was
hit the
just
call button
like,
over and over again.
I'm gonna give you guys a little room.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
Have
was
fun with your fucking yogurt.
yeah. Seriously.
Just one final jab. Just to get under their skin.
Okay, so I spend the week in Savannah. It's a pretty cool city.
What were you there for?
For work, we had to record some videos inside a sim.
cool.
to learn about a process that we're writing a course for. And I got to fly in the sim a G650 Gulfstream G650,
Nice.
and I landed it successfully.
That's like a private jet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really cool. And then I saw a massive cargo ship.
They're so cool.
It's so big.
Yeah.
And so we were on the river because Savannah isn't directly on the coast, but it has a port. It's a port city,
Sure.
so they come up the river.
They got a deep river. Yeah.
And the guy that was with us used to live there, and he's got the freaking app. Like there's a
it's
app
like
for
you
boats.
with you with
Yeah.
ATC.
Yeah, it's called boat something or
You see those ships and you're like, now I understand how the Ever Given got stuck.
right.
Yeah.
Like he was like, this thing's gonna be huge, and I'm like, yeah, I know it's gonna be big, right?
Yeah.
And then it comes around the corner, and I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah.
It just is so big,
Yeah.
and it's not even. It was a big one. It was, but
Right.
not like the biggest.
Right.
It
Do you know what the
was
most
crazy.
disappointing thing is?
Huh.
Is to realize that it's like full of like dildos,
I know, right?
yo-yos, and other things that end in O. Like it's just
Dude,
bullshit
it's
from
just
Temu.
dumb
Yeah.
China crap,
Oh,
right?
just awful shit. Yeah.
And that's what we waste all that diesel fuel,
Yeah.
pollute the earth with these giant boats.
And then you go one step further. You're like, there is no fucking way we could ever inspect even close
Right.
to everything that like so. Think of
how many
how much
people
shit is-
probably in
Oh
there?
yeah. I mean, listen, you watch The Wire, right? Yeah. People getting smuggled in so much shit in containers. You think drugs are coming across the Mexico border in cars?
No,
I got
no.
news for you. They're
Yeah.
coming in containers.
With teddy bears.
Yeah. Because think about it. You pack 100 containers. You could pack them full of drugs, right?
Mhm.
And you lose 2.
It's true. Do they X-ray them all? Or is it
No.
just every.
No, in fact, I've
every
looked this
few.
up before. How many containers are inspected by customs?
Yeah, we talked about
talked
that
about this.
when I ordered that Temu jersey.
CBP physically inspects roughly 3 to 10%. I don't fucking believe that at all. No way.
That's 3 to 10% of.
25 out of more than 25 million total cargo containers. There's no way. They're inspecting 2.5 million a year. No, not a chance. Actually, 20. Excuse me. Yeah, 2.5 million would be 10%. There's no way.
No, it's closer to 3.
Yeah.
2.9.
Yeah. 24% of roughly 11 million trucks arriving at land borders. They do inspect a lot of rail containers,
Well, it's probably easier.
but it's more like the trains going by. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
Huh?
I know, right?
I didn't see any drugs. Yeah,
All right.
super easy.
So then it comes time for me to come home.
Yeah.
And the Mammoth were in the playoffs, and I was going to be able to go to their first playoff game. But I had to take the earliest flight out of Savannah, which was like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So I get there at 4:30. Everything's smooth. Get into Savannah, go to Atlanta. And I've never been to Atlanta before. It was a very interesting airport, very busy. It's the busiest in the world. And we board our plane to go here. And I had been sick, and I did not want to have another experience like
Yeah.
so I looked at the seats, and I was able to change my seat. It was it's a 767. It's a big airplane.
Yeah.
And so there
Another empty one? Ish?
no, this one, well, so
Okay.
it was pretty full. But there was a seat with nobody sitting next to it in the back, so I switched to it. It was literally the last row.
Yeah.
So we board, and it's taken them forever to close the boarding door. Like, we should be backed up. They've told us that we're going, and so far every seat is full except the one next to me.
Oh no.
All right, so the boarding door is supposed to be closed. We're going, but
So
somehow
dude taking a shit.
no. This woman bought the ticket, and I hear her coming down 53A. 50. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Oh.
She literally, because they waited so long, was able to buy the ticket last minute and come sit next to me. So that's fine. She's fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. So we sit down. They finally close the door. We back the plane up. And as soon as it backs up, they get on. They're like, ladies and gentlemen, there's a issue with the plane that we can't figure out. So we're gonna turn this thing around. So they turn it around. We go back to the gate, and we sit at the gate for 2 hours while maintenance comes on and replaces the part. So we're sitting on the plane for 2 hours.
Oh,
All right, which is about, I think the flight was 3 or 4 hours.
why don't they just deplane people when it's that long?
I don't know. So we wait the 2 hours, but in the meantime, there's this family that boarded earlier, right? There's like 6 of them.
Yeah.
Dad, mom, grandma, and like 3 really annoying kids. And they take up 2 rows, and I can tell that they're non-revenue. He's a Delta pilot, and they're all
Sure.
flying for free. And they just look like Mormons, like dumb. Like this woman like seems so oblivious to, like, you know, she got married when she was 18 and doesn't know her husband at all, because at some point a flight attendant is like, "Hey, why are you taking pictures of me?"
What?
Yeah. And so this guy is like, "What are you talking about? I wasn't taking pictures."
She said it that loud?
Oh yeah, yeah. And she's like, "I'm gonna have to file a report." And he's like, "No, I didn't do anything. What?"
No.
And then they go back in the cabin and start arguing about, and he's just like, "Oh, I didn't do anything," and it's, you know, very clear that he did something.
Yeah.
And his wife's just like, "What's going on?" You know, she's just so oblivious, and he's like, "Nothing's going on." So then we wait another hour on the plane, and the captain, mind you, an hour earlier, the captain said, "We're ready to go." Then we hear nothing for an hour, except for the lead flight attendant comes back and starts talking to this guy, and then they pull the guy goes up to the front of the cabin.
Like, how far away were you to hear her accuse him?
I
Did
was
the
on
whole
this
plane
row.
hear this?
No,
Okay.
no, I was listening. Like, a lot of people didn't realize what was going on, but
Yeah.
I was just paying attention. I
Sure.
was being nosy. So an hour goes by, and I'm finally like asked the flight attendant, like, "What is going on? Like, we haven't been updated." And she's like, "Oh, the captain right now is talking with Delta corporate security, and he's kind of busy." And so we wait another hour, and then the guy comes and grabs his stuff and his wife. "What's going on?" He's like, "I don't know. I guess I'll see you in a couple hours. I
pulled him off?
I have to get off." And then the captain comes on and goes, "Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We had one issue we had to deal with, and that issue is now leaving the plane."
So what was he like? I'm so curious now.
I don't know. I don't know how it ends. It depends what he was doing, I
Yeah.
guess. Was it pervy? Was he trying to narc? Like, what?
Yeah.
What was it?
It's got to be pervy. It's got to be pervy.
I don't know how to.
He's trying to get like
So
an
he's
upskirt shot or something.
a white. Like, I'm trying to. Wish I could describe. This guy is in a crowded full of people.
Yeah.
His kid's misbehaving, and he spanks it
Right.
to make it cry more. This is the guy.
Oh, this is that guy?
Yeah, right?
Okay.
So the woman was a larger woman you might find in Atlanta.
The flight attendant.
Yeah.
Okay.
She had a voluptuous.
Sure.
She's a big black lady.
Yeah, I know what
So,
you're saying. So
so I don't know if
that's
he's
his-
got like
that's his thing.
a thing,
Right.
or. But yeah, I wish I could have a follow up
Right.
to see if he got.
Just a quick look at his hub favorites would solve the mystery, right?
You saying you didn't take pictures? Pull up Pornhub. Pull it up right now. Come
I
on.
don't even need to look at
Come
your
on.
camera roll. I don't even need to look at your camera roll. I can look
Big
at your
ass
favorite.
black women? Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. Yeah. Off the plane. Off the plane. Oh man, I know that there's security issues with like not deplaning, but they got to know how long shit's going to take at this point, right?
You-
Like the guy on the ground's like, oh, I got to replace that door. Last time I did this, it took me 3 hours. Okay, we're going to take people off then.
Right.
And-
It's because they don't have to legally till 3 hours,
Right.
I guess.
Let's just do the right thing, though, you know?
Yeah. So, yeah, I spent I could have gone to London with the amount of time I spent on
Right.
the plane. So
Yeah.
that was super annoying.
You had a birthday between when
Oh,
we
yeah.
recorded last, and I just remembered we have a tradition on the show
Yeah.
of giving birthday presents, and luckily, you have, which is something I've been campaigning for, is you have your Amazon wish list public. Well, not public, but I know what it is,
Oh.
so I see it, and I look at it often to see if there's a gift I can get you, because that's my love language, is giving gifts.
Is it really?
Yeah. So happy birthday. Sorry, there's
What's that?
some debris on here. I can't
Is it
clean it off. It's just like sticky from
just semen?
cum. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all. So anyway, happy birthday.
What is
It was on your wish
Oh,
list.
Is it your a fidget
The
spinner.
fidget. I looked at your
That's
desk
fun.
last time I was here and saw your collection over here.
Yeah.
You should show the camera your collection of
I know.
fidgets.
Like I
And this
got-
was all started because of Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan had this one on there's these little
This magnetic sliders.
magnetic sliders, and I kind of went crazy and got like 8
Yeah,
of them.
which is typical Spencer behavior.
It is.
You hyper focus.
It is
Yeah.
typical.
Yeah.
No,
Like
yeah.
you guys can't see this room, but it's basically, it's like Spencer's being paid by the Utah Mammoth. He's got a Mammoth guitar over here, this Flying V.
It's not done yet. It has a pick guard, custom pick guard
Yeah.
coming from the Netherlands.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
I didn't realize when I
Yeah.
ordered that it was coming from the
Yeah.
Netherlands.
Your favorite color has changed over the past 2 years from orange to Mammoth blue.
I mean, look, I still love orange,
I know you do.
and I use it a lot. But yeah, this room kind of.
You're like Garth on Wayne's World wearing all Reebok. And he's like,
True.
yeah, people only do stuff because they get paid. And that's just really sad. Anyway, happy birthday. I hope
you.
that fidget is
I'll,
all you wanted.
It is. It's lovely. I actually, yeah. It's a dough stick, deep fried dough stick.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that.
I don't even know what it is either.
That's what I call my.
Deep fried dough stick.
So while I was in Savannah, I got Sarah a Savannah Bananas T-shirt. And are you familiar with the Savannah
Oh, yeah.
Bananas?
I mean, I know what they do. I'm not super familiar with how it works, though. Is it kind of like
Right.
the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball?
It is, except I don't know. What's the name of the other team?
The General? Oh, the Savannah Banana team? Or
No.
the
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 is it
Generals, I
Generals?
think. Yeah.
Do they ever win? Do they actually play? Because the Bananas, like, they actually play. Like it's the rules are all gimmicky and stuff,
Right.
but they do actually.
Over their decades of touring, they have played over 17,000 games and lost the vast majority of them. So the Generals have won. They've officially beaten the Globetrotters 3 to 6 times in their. How do we not know?
3 to 6 times.
Yeah. So no, they're destined to lose. I'm sure they're not really trying
Right.
all that hard because they have to.
What are they?
They have to provide certain avenues for the Globetrotters to do things.
What do you have? What kind of a basketball player do you have to be on the Generals? Or do they like rotate so they have like
I
off
don't- that's a
nights
good
where they don't
question.
have to?
I don't know. In one of the wins, the win was, let's see. The last win occurred in 1971, and
Oh.
it was under the name New Jersey Reds. And the win was largely an accident because the Globetrotters got too caught up entertaining the crowd and lost track of the score and couldn't recover before time ran out. Yeah.
Well, so yeah, Savannah Bananas, they actually play and either team can win, but the rules are just like,
Because both teams are very talented, right?
well, that's the thing. I didn't realize how big it's gotten. There's
Yeah.
like 6 teams now.
But they're all really good. None of them are like the Generals.
No. They're all like, as far as I know. I
So-
mean, the Bananas are like the flagship.
Sure.
I'm sure they get all of the, but like, yeah. And some of the rules are like, if there's a foul ball and a fan catches it, then the batter's out.
Oh, okay.
And if you like do a flip and catch the ball, it's like 2 outs.
2
or
outs.
something. I
Okay.
can't remember. But I didn't realize how big it had
It's
gotten.
huge. And they like tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was flipping through I can't remember, we talked about it at one point, but I was flipping through ESPN and they were showing the Bananas game, and they were in 100,000 capacity stadium, sold out
Yeah.
in Texas, in College Station, Texas, not even like a big.
It's so many people.
And that's crazy. Like, and my question is it good or bad for the MLB? Like, is it, cause
I think it's good. So I think here's the way I see it happening. Someone who's a casual fan of baseball maybe goes to a Savannah Bananas game, and they're like, man, I fucking miss going to baseball games. So maybe they'll go to more later.
right.
Now, they might go to a real baseball game and be like, this is not nearly as fun.
This is not the same.
But,
Why didn't he do a flip?
yeah.
If he would have flipped right there.
Yeah. I mean, because some of the stuff they do is really impressive.
No, I know.
It's very Globetrotter-ish.
Like I asked, I was trying to figure out, like, are these guys washed up or
they could be.
and so the vast majority of them are just like good but not good enough,
Right.
or just wanted to do something different, because they don't get paid. Like, they get paid like $100,000 a year,
Okay.
so it's not like, which I'm hoping that it goes up for them, because the amount of money this guy's making has to be unreal now.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think, like, in hockey, the instead of the All-Star game last year, they did a tournament between 4 countries, and that got a lot of attention, and it seemed to boost ratings. And then after the Olympics this year, hockey had the most watched playoffs ever.
Yeah.
So is that kind of, but that's not, for entertainment purposes like the Bananas. So I just don't know if it's like, because baseball's struggling. They pretend like they're not, but like, you watch videos of games and they have 60,000 foot people stadiums, and they're empty.
Yeah. It's because they play way too many.
Oh yeah, 162 games.
Yeah. In my opinion, you baseball on one end and football on the other.
I know.
Of like, you guys need to come and you got to get in the middle
It's
here.
true.
They play way too many games, and even with that many games, they're still too expensive. Like, this used to be America's pastime, where even the poorest people could go and sit at a baseball game.
Right.
Now it's like even a fucking Bees game,
I know.
our farm league team
Much.
is like $60.
It's ridiculous.
So, I'm in my opinion, that's the problem. Whether or not this is bad for baseball, I don't know. No, I think ultimately it will be good.
I hope so. I hope baseball has a comeback someday
Yeah,
and doesn't fade into obscurity.
they are fun to watch though. And I'm reading some of their rules right now, like no traditional walks. Instead of a walk, a 4-ball pitch becomes a ball for sprint. The batter must run the bases while all fielders except the pitcher and catcher touch the ball. So as soon as that 4th pitch is a ball, you just take off running, and they have to throw the ball to every person except the pitcher while the batter runs the bases.
Who came up with that?
I don't know. You're permitted to steal first.
This is how still first.
Yeah,
This is how baseball goes crazy and turns into
right.
Blurns ball from Futurama.
Each inning is worth 1 point to the team that scores the most, rather than
Oh,
a total raw hits or runs.
that makes sense why there's 2 scoreboards.
Oh, they have one for both. Like, yeah.
Or
Oh, right. They have
like 2
the
points.
inning, the
Yeah.
point score, and then the runs scored for that inning.
I was
Yeah.
wondering about that when I was.
They're super fun to watch. I would probably go if they came to Utah.
They are not the Bananas, but 2 of the teams are coming. But tickets, like, you have to. That's the thing, is they're only $35, but you have to sign up for a lottery.
Oh, because we don't have a stadium. Are they playing it
They're just doing the bees.
in the Bees, which isn't huge?
Yeah,
That's cool. But I mean, the Globetrotters are cheap too when they come. So
What else was I going to talk about? So, I know we don't talk about politics,
it's fine.
but there's just been a lot.
Honestly,
going
I
on
think
lately.
people miss it. I think our listeners like it.
Probably.
We thought for a while maybe people were getting sick of it, but I don't think they are. I think they like to hear from us about it. So go ahead.
So, since our last episode, Mr. Wonderful
Oh man. Oh man.
from the hit TV show Shark Tank or whatever else he's done, pitched a data center in the middle of
Man, if you're not
the
aware of
desert.
this, you might be under a rock a little bit. This has been kind of dominating even nationwide news because he's been on Tucker Carlson and
Yeah, he's
Fox News
an
and
idiot. I didn't realize how dumb he was.
40,000 acre data center.
Yeah, so-
Twice the size of Manhattan.
Right. That's insane.
It's insane. It is so fucking big. We can't even 2,000 Walmarts, I think. It's the size of 2,000 Walmarts.
Yeah, and it's going to use more power than the entire state does,
Yeah,
and the water.
and the water. So there's a couple things to was one huge thing to clarify about the water.
Mhm.
There's a very misleading term in the AI or just data center realm for water cooling
Mhm.
called closed loop. And when I say closed loop, what do you think of?
Like it just,
It's a closed loop.
yeah,
Like a car.
like you have 1,000 gallons of water,
Yeah.
and it just
Like a car's cooling system.
right.
You fill it up with water or antifreeze, and it's closed. It doesn't evaporate because it's a closed system. It never goes anywhere unless you get a leak.
Right.
You should probably change it every once in a while,
Right.
but you don't have to. Like it'll go, right?
Right.
No. I looked into this, and there's no such thing as a true closed loop cooling system for data centers. They
Right.
usually get one or two passes through the system, but because there's so much like sediment in it and they put chemicals in it to make it work right, they're going through it still. And to the tune of 4 billion gallons of water per year, which is the same as 100,000 households. So when you hear closed loop from a proponent, they're being disingenuous.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is the term gray water? Is that a real term?
Gray water is just there's
Like, is this water reusable?
kind of, that's another thing I learned is that so normal gray water from your sink or shower,
Mm-hmm.
well, in a typical household, your gray water and black water mix just in the sewer.
Right.
Your toilet is black water. Some households that are really, you can set up a gray water loop,
Mm-hmm.
So like you can have water from your sink and shower redirected to be used in your toilets,
Oh.
right? Or for landscaping. So this water is technically gray water, I believe, but that was one thing I found was that because of the chemicals they add to it in the cooling process, it actually has to be pre-treated before it goes to a water treatment plant.
Mm.
Which is like, what? What? So you're going to put forever chemicals in our water that we probably don't know anything about yet,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And but the ironic thing here
Right.
is that last week, Governor of Utah, Governor Cox, signs a statewide state of emergency because every single county in the state is under extreme drought or severe drought. The majority of them are in extreme drought. At the same time that he is a proponent of these 4 billion gallons of water per year,
Right.
while the Great Salt Lake is also drying up, creating toxic dust storms.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just fucking ironic as shit. There is so much land in the Pacific Northwest that has so much water.
I know. I don't understand why they keep wanting to build them here.
I also read that the waste heat, because these create a lot of heat,
Right.
right? The waste heat from a data center this large, it was a study by Utah State, will raise the ambient temperature in that valley by 5 degrees.
Yeah. I don't understand why. So I'm glad this is getting as much attention as it is, and I am pissed. I'm very like
That-
Cox is so lucky this is not an election year
Oh,
because he
I have a little hope here that this might be a bit of a watershed moment in Utah politics.
I hope so.
I'm hoping,
Even the Red Hats are pissed.
that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that this turns moderate Republicans and like true conservatives, which Utah is more true conservative than they are MAGA.
yeah, that's true.
I'm hoping that it turns them a little more purple, and that this because Utah's already kind of purple.
But
right?
it is.
Like it's like 40-60 right now. Imagine if we could be 50-50 because of an issue like this. Like our state representatives, like the Speaker of the House, Stuart Adams, yeah, and there's another one. I can't remember who, but they're all backdoor profiting off of this.
Oh, like I'm so outraged. Like, why we need to be going after these people?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, this is going to benefit Cox. Why else would he be pushing it?
Right.
It's like it's insane. And what really did it in for me was his "we have an obligation."
Oh yeah.
And I know that pissed a lot of people off, but I was like, we have an obligation
Yeah.
to the citizens of the state. What are you talking about?
Right. Oh,
There are so many states where water isn't an issue.
right. So many.
Why do we keep wanting to build them out here?
Yeah.
Like
We don't need them in the
We
fucking
don't-
desert.
we have a
Yeah.
city, we have St. George that's running out of water but continuing to grow.
Yep.
We have a population that I think is supposed to double by
Yep.
2030 or 2040, something like that
Yeah.
here, and we don't have any water. It didn't snow this year
Yeah.
at all down here.
No.
Like,
No, that's why the entire state is in a drought.
and the salt, like, I was driving down 193, coming down the hill there, and the lake is just gone, man. It's just
Oh
gone.
yeah. Yeah.
And
So there's I got to make a correction. The Speaker of the House is Mike Schultz. Stuart Adams is the President of the Senate.
right.
But Mike Schultz is the real piece of shit here.
Is it-
Right? Oh yeah. So there's two women from a group called Elevate Utah
Oh yeah.
who have been reporting on this, and they got called Chinese agents by Kevin O'Leary,
I know.
right? These literally are just two women smarter than us, but essentially like us, that just started like a TikTok channel
Right.
that turned into kind of a YouTube and podcast where they call out this kind of bullshit, right?
Right.
So they initially reported that Mike Schultz owns 640 acres near the projected boundary of this data center,
Uh-huh.
which is going to be worth a lot of money if it passes, because all of the infrastructure right there is going to need roads
Right.
and power and hotels and food, right? Because it's going to create thousands of jobs during the construction phase,
Right.
right? But actually, 2 days later, they had to issue a correction. He doesn't own 640 acres
Uh-huh.
near the 40,000 acre data center. He owns 25,000 acres
Ah.
near the 40,000 acre data center. This is the guy passing laws about said data center, and he owns 25,000 acres near it. Why are conflicts of interest just normal now? Why is it just a normal, like, we made Jimmy Carter sell his peanut farm
Right.
to become the president of the United States. Not because the president can make laws about peanuts, because we didn't think he should have a vested interest in anything while he's president.
Now we've got a president who just paid himself $2 billion.
Yeah. No, this is absolute bullshit. I do think, on a positive note, I think they're still really far away, right? And I told Ashley this. I said, listen, I'm pretty sure that this... So what happened that created a shitstorm was the county commission in Box Elder County approved it unanimously
Mhm.
with very little time and very little input received from the public.
Right.
And but I told Ashley, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that this is just the very, very first step. All of the environmental stuff hasn't even been looked at yet. This was just step one. Will the county approve it? Now, they shouldn't have.
No.
But I think they have a real uphill battle, not only with regulation,
Uh-huh.
especially if this fall we see a blue wave,
Right.
and in 28 we see a Democrat win again. So all the environmental regulations that Trump has rolled back will be put back in place.
Right.
So I'm hopeful about that. And also, I'm almost positive that Box Elder County they've received enough signatures on the petition to make it a full referendum. I know they're checking on the legality right now, but it should go to a ballot measure.
Oh,
It could be even as soon as November, I think.
Good.
So, and I don't think it's going to win there.
no, I mean,
Everybody's pissed about this.
yeah. And
Like
Cox
there's
is so lucky. He's so lucky that people are going to forget about this
Yeah.
in 2 years.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'd be done. He might still be done.
And you got his email back where he would like
Oh, yeah.
half apologize for
Yeah.
calling people stupid.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't normally get that pissed off, but I messaged you and was like, how do I email Cox?
Yeah.
And I did.
I emailed Cox. I emailed my state representative and my state senator. I emailed my U.S. representative and U.S. senators. I emailed my mayor, who responded.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, "Look, man, we're not that far from Box Elder County. It's like 20 minutes away,
Uh-huh.
right? Like this affects us, and I don't know how much you guys talk, but do something,
Right.
you know." And I heard back from him. I heard back from Governor Cox, which was just a form, like
Right.
he sent it to everybody. And then I did hear back from Representative Blake Moore, which was just a email he sent to everybody who emailed him about it, you know. So
Blake Moore.
I did not hear back from John Curtis, Senator, or Senator Mike Lee.
Mike Lee. God, I hate him.
He's been very quiet lately.
Yeah. Ever since his ID people for voting got
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is a big deal. Yeah, there's so much bullshit around it. 9 gigawatts of power, which is Utah right now only uses 4.
I don't like there's so many places to build it.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, the 2,000 jobs that they're saying it will create, I don't believe them.
No.
I don't believe them at all. I think it will create thousands of jobs during construction.
Yeah, for sure.
How many people does it take to run a data center?
Can't be that many.
No.
Can't be that
No.
many.
You're walking around replacing broken servers. Could be 2 guys, maybe a couple
Right, why
guys
don't
on
we
security.
just build them all around Lake Michigan or something?
Somewhere where there's a lot of water.
Right? Like, have you been
Build them on the water.
Been to Minnesota and flown over there? There's water everywhere.
No,
It's ridiculous.
this isn't like it really isn't like a not in my backyard situation. It really is like, I just don't see how this is the best place for this.
It doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense, you know? It's like building something that rusts in the Pacific Northwest.
Right?
You know, like, should we do it where it's really wet? I don't think we should do it where it's really wet.
Oh man. So I was we talked about this a little bit last time or a few episodes ago. But BYU just did a study. A new study from BYU may unlock a new fear for many couples. A surprising amount of people in committed relationships are in secret romances with an artificial intelligence chatbot.
Yeah, I read you that article about the dude who was trying to, remember he ended up putting a bomb or
Yeah.
something in Miami, remember?
Yeah.
He fell in love and the chatbot talked him into killing himself.
Right.
I think it's way bigger problem than people want to think about.
See, they surveyed 2,431 adults 18 to 30 who are dating, engaged, or married. And of those, about 1 in 7 reported regularly interacting with an AI romantic companion.
1 in 7?
Yeah.
1 in 7. I have never interacted with an AI romantic companion, even for fun.
No, and to be honest, like, feel like I have to tell chat to tone it. Like,
Tone it down.
I don't like it when it gets too real, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it feels weird. And I can't imagine, like, this is going to be such a weird thing that we're never going to understand. We're going to be like the old people. Back in my day, you did a woman with a vagina, not a keyboard.
This is yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was 2,000 people in relationships?
Yeah.
So it wasn't just 2,000 people.
No, 2,400 people, 18 to 30, who are dating, engaged, or married.
Like, I totally understand a potential incel movement here of hooking up with AI, right? I get that. I don't get it, but I could see it.
Right.
You know? And I guess these numbers actually might track for how many people are unfaithful generally. It's probably pretty close.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people cheat.
let me see if I can find it. Statistics for infidelity. I think it's a lot more than you think. Let's see. Nearly 6 in 10 young women and 44% of young men believe that infidelity among people in committed relations. Oh, sorry. That's how many people think it's happening.
Oh.
20% of married men and 13% of married women. So
Wow.
pretty close. Pretty
pretty
close.
high.
So what is that? That's so 2 in 10 versus 1 in 7 for men, and like what 1 out of 10 for married. So it's close. It's close. What do you think? I think
15%.
that chatting with an AI companion is tantamount to, if you're getting in an emotional,
Well, it's definitely emotionally cheating,
which
but it's also like with a robot.
so if we talked about infidelity in college when I was
Mm-hmm.
studying psych, and it was, if I remember right, it was the inverse of what you thought would be true in terms of emotional versus physical infidelity between men and women.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional infidelity was more hurtful to men, while physical infidelity was more hurtful to women,
Mm-hmm.
if they had to rate the two,
Right.
right? In your opinion, is chatting with an AI romantic companion the same as viewing porn? Like, are those at the same level of... Because some people view pornography as infidelity.
Right. I don't know.
In my opinion,
But
my
it's-
gut reaction is that chatting with an AI companion romantically, in my opinion, is worse.
Yeah,
But
it
maybe
feels-
that's
it
because
feels
I
worse.
enjoy porn.
Yeah, I know.
I'm willing to accept that I might have a slanted view here. But here's the thing: if I found out Ashley was looking at porn, I wouldn't care.
Right.
If I found out she was chatting with an AI companion, I would care.
Right.
And maybe that's where the men emotional cheating is worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's saying let's take it to a physical level. You find out that your significant other simply slept with someone else,
Right.
just hooked up,
Uh-huh.
versus you found out that they are in love with someone else. That they fell in love, and that's just it. In my opinion, one of those is worse. In my opinion, them falling in love with someone else is more hurtful,
Yeah. For sure.
right? Physical infidelity still hurts,
Right.
but it's more like, the whims of the body.
Right.
Hard to fuck you, but the whims of the body are hard to control, right? Like, I can kind of deal with that.
Right.
You fall in love with someone, it's like, what am I supposed to do now?
Right.
What am I supposed to do now?
Right. Right.
And if you're getting all of your emotional, I guess the question is there a finite amount of emotional satisfaction? Because if you're starting to get it
Oh,
all
right.
from a companion, an AI companion, are you going to be seeking it from your spouse anymore?
No.
So then your spouse is just left as a roommate who you have sex with? You know what I mean?
Right.
This is weird.
As is-
That number is so high to me. 1 out of 7. They got to do a bigger study.
Yeah,
they
it's
gotta,
pretty small. It says 70% of those using an AI companion reported it was somewhat or extremely important their real life partner never learned the full extent of the activity.
yeah, because it's viewed as, see, they're even they are
like-
viewing it that way.
But I'm trying to think what my reaction would be, because I don't know if it'd be mad or just like,
You stumble
that's
onto
weird. You're weird,
you-
right? That's why are you doing that?
You pick up Sarah's phone
Right.
and you see her chat history, and it's like, I don't even know what you chat with romantically. Like I love you. I wish we could snuggle. Like,
Yeah,
what are you
is
saying?
there any?
I want to see an example of a romantic chat history. Because ultimately things have to go.
Let's see. Increasing engagement may stem from the AI platform's versatility, offering both catered explicit sexual content along with a broader menu of relationship mimicking interactions.
So I mean, like, you're having what's like internet sex? Like you're typing sexual. I guess you could do
You don't even
voice.
have to type.
You can do voice stuff. Now, do the AI companions like simulate like an orgasm?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I am
like-
very I'm not just saying this.
No, I know.
I'm very unversed.
I believe you. I believe you. 1 in 7. Like I said, I would, and I don't mean this in any negative way toward the incel community, but 1 in 7 makes sense for that community, right? People who can't find
Right.
a significant other, they can't do it. I get it. But when you're in a community, when you're in a relationship,
Also, are these people? I'm guessing these people are from Utah. That may play
they could be, I guess.
a factor.
Does it say in the article where they're from?
Well, it says it was by the Wheatley Institute at Brigham Young University, Institute for Family Studies.
It's true. So it could just be a sample of Utahns. But
like, if they were a bunch of BYU students, that would sway it like big time, right? Because
Could.
they're
They're
not
so
having sex,
sexually
and-
repressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be.
Huh.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
I would. I'd like a bigger survey. And I don't know. This deserves to be.
So how long before the political debate is centered around marriage? How long?
Marriage
marriage-
between you and AI.
Yeah. How long before we start having that debate?
Gee, I don't know.
Before someone's going to go to the county office and apply for
It's probably
marriage
already
certificate.
happened.
you know?
It's probably already happened. Let's ask Chad.
I mean, people can get married, quote unquote, right, without a certificate. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
they can just go have a. But are you really asking an AI to commit to you? Like,
I know.
What else is it gonna do?
That's so weird. Why? Like, we're just not gonna. Like, once sex robots are around,
that's what I was
what's
just
gonna
going to say.
happen?
I was just going to say this study alone should be encouraging the Kevin O'Learys of the world to not be investing. Listen, you got to invest in the data center if I want to sell my sex robots, which are going
Right.
to be a multi-trillion-dollar
Right?
company. If I can make 1 in 7, if I can sell a robot to 1 in 7 people, that will
true.
be a companion.
That's true. That's a lot of. That's
That's like
a lot of money.
1 in 7.
I mean, what is the cost of a sex robot? Do you think?
I don't know.
Like a good one?
I mean, I haven't looked in a while.
I mean, are we talking like, am I going to have to take out an auto loan here, or?
Probably, but like that's like how many people own a guitar? Right?
Right. And then there's some people who have 9 to make up
You
for
make up
everybody
for it.
else's.
Right.
So there's going to be one that wants, a fat bottom,
Absolutely.
busty Latina.
Why would these guys settle for one?
Right. You seen the new Chesty LaRue coming out?
Yeah.
I'd be in line for that one.
Huge market here, man. Huge market.
Yeah. We got to figure out how to get on that. I'll lend my voice.
Just hours and hours of recording, and
Oh!
you got to do orgasm.
Can you do that one a little?
we need you to.
Oh!
some you can adjust the setting, so we need you to tone it down, and then we really need you to ramp it up. Like, some people are really into the noise. Crazy. What's this about tornado sirens?
Well, I
We know from one of our very first episodes that
that's
tornado
actually-
sirens make you cry.
That is actually like what, but it's not just tornado sirens. It's this particular sound from WBAP in Dallas. It's a terrible sound.
Is it a is it a warning though? It's a
Yeah,
warning
it's
siren.
actually an Amber Alert.
Ah,
It's weird. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Can you play through your computer? Okay. Amber Alert sound, huh? I wonder if there's like something about the dissonance of the chords that affects your brain differently.
I think so.
This is an activation of the Amber Alert.
They got to put in that 808 there.
I know,
They have
right?
to do that.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
it's like the end of the world or something.
I'm sure they've looked into that and it was completely intentional. Like this
No, I actually asked Chad. I had a pretty
Yeah.
lengthy conversation of why it triggers my hair. Because I'm
Yeah.
not crying, but my hair stood up a little.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like the frequency and stuff. And I
Yeah.
guess it's like that particular sound it's not just me. Like it's a common
Oh, yeah.
known thing.
For sure. It's meant to elicit an emotional response.
I just like when I was describing it to Chad, I was like, this seems like the sound they would play if there was a tornado inside a hurricane while a volcano erupted
Yeah.
when China drops a nuke. Like
Yeah.
this seems like some
I mean,
end of the world.
And it makes
sound.
sense. They want you to feel bad for the kidnapped person,
Right.
right? It's not going to be like boom, boom, boom.
Did you get
Amber Alert? Like that wouldn't really work. You'd be like, what's this cute announcement?
Did you get the one yesterday?
Yeah.
I guess I turned mine off.
I didn't know you could.
Yeah, I thought but I didn't hear it. And I only turned it off. It's not that I don't want to hear it. It's just I don't know what I'm going to do at 3 a.m. when Amber Alert goes off.
Yeah.
I was just supposed to stumble to the window. Oh, there's no gray
Uh,
Corolla out
yeah.
there.
That's
Oh, wait, that is a gray Corolla. Oh, wrong license plate.
hey, fuck. Oh, never mind. Sorry. You're good.
Anyway, so yeah, that kind of led me to Facebook. I guess knows that I like weather, and so it showed me a tornado siren enthusiast group
That makes sense.
on Facebook.
That makes
and
sense.
A lot,
These things will make you cry. Let's show you a bunch of these.
a lot of the people. I don't know. I'm trying to think how I'm going to say this without being like offensive.
They all have AI companions. Is that?
I don't know. Have you ever noticed that some people don't put a profile picture? Like
Yeah.
they'll put an anime character
Sure.
and
Yeah.
sometimes those people may be more on like they maybe were on Love on the Spectrum or something.
Okay.
But almost no one has a profile picture in this in this group.
You know what it is? One guy created the group, and then he created hundreds of fake accounts to follow his group. So it's all one guy.
But it's people that they post pictures of them.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Oh, it's not even
restore 'em.
sounds?
No,
Just pictures?
well, they'll post of them trying to test theirs and stuff. Some people
Yeah.
rebuild them or they make 3D
Yeah.
models, and I was just like, what? What other weird niche?
Oh, man. There used to be a guy on TikTok that came up on my feed who was a train guy. And he wore like the head camera so you could see his face. And it was like a fisheye.
Oh,
And he was so excited. Like ecstatic.
right.
And he'd name off all the numbers, oh, that's a GE 1520. They only made 10 of those, or whatever, Hundreds of these videos of him being so excited. And so it was like a dual view. One, half the screen was of the train going by, and the other
Right.
half was him, like, smiling so big and, like, welling up,
That's awesome.
So trains.
Yeah, trains are known in
I think there's
the
probably a lot.
autistic community for
don't
whatever
know.
reason.
I don't know if I have anything like that I would like follow a page, like a Facebook or Instagram page.
I
for
do
this
like
one thing.
I follow models.
Models. All
like
right,
these,
so you're
the
there.
People that do that.
You're there.
I follow. I have a hockey fan
Yeah.
group. I might follow the Govee lighting group. But I asked chat what other crazy ones. I'm like, what else? And apparently, elevator enthusiast.
Ah,
is a
yes.
big one.
Yeah.
I was wondering the other day when I was on this janky elevator if there's people that are like,
For sure.
oh, this is a Ralph Lauren 75 Alpha
Yeah.
Niner.
Well, and there's like different technologies for elevators.
Right.
You know, there's like hydraulic and there's like counterweights.
Yeah.
You know.
That's weird.
Yeah.
And then dead mall explorers,
That would be kind of fun, actually.
right? Or vacuum cleaner collectors, ceiling fan collectors,
That's weird.
transit abandoned hotel, retail music.
It's always these.
preservation.
It's always these people who
That
like
you?
who get rich though, right?
Right.
They start like a ceiling fan museum.
That's
It's
right.
like now they're fucking billionaires because they didn't know that people cared.
Look, retail music preservationists. That's kind of what you and
Retail. Oh, like hard music.
yeah, people archive playlists and no,
No, Muzak.
this is
Muzak.
yeah. Oh, I'd kill myself
Yeah.
if I ever had this
Yeah.
playlist.
Yeah, the
like
Muzak
music
playlist.
of my time at Smith's.
Yes.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
Lovely Day, like we were talking about the other night.
Yes.
Lovely Day.
That's the only reason I know that song. 7 in the morning, hearing
Yes.
that, like,
Absolutely.
Why is it so loud?
Worst time of year was Christmas. Mariah Carey, Mannheim Steamroller,
Automatic door fans.
door fan.
Yeah, like
Huh.
the air door.
Oh yeah, like to keep the heat in a grocery
Yeah.
store. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, you walk into a grocery store the first time and that fan's on, you're like, this is unbelievable. This is the coolest
I
technology.
know. Like,
That
why
fan
don't we
just turned on when I walked in. That I wouldn't mind having something like that. An
Yeah.
obsession. I don't think I really have one though. I'll have to ask Ashley. Maybe
It's
she'll
true.
tell me.
You're even blasé about guitars. You're like, yeah, I have
Yeah,
a nice guitar.
I have a
don't
nice
care.
guitar.
You don't collect anything, do you?
I have a coin collection that I started when I was a little kid, but it's not like I have it displayed or even accessible. You know, the books?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Not really.
Huh.
I have a lot of like percussion instruments.
That's true.
Shakers, cabasas,
That's true.
claves, tambourines, triangles. I have all that,
Right.
but I'm a percussionist,
Right.
you know?
No, that makes sense.
You never know when you need a fucking triangle,
Right.
you know? Ashley bought me a kit. It had like 10 in it. Yeah, that's that stuff. But every one of those, I think I just put the triangles on there because I was like, yeah, I'll have triangles on my wish list at one time.
Oh.
You know, so she got it. But every other one of those instruments, I got for a reason. I was like,
Right.
I'm recording a song that needs some bongos.
Right.
So I'm going to buy some bongos. You know?
Yeah.
You got to have shakers go in almost every song.
Right,
And
yeah.
tambourines. So you have to have a shaker and a tambourine.
Man, you do.
So it's not so much like a display and I'm going to follow a tambourine group.
You're into space, though.
I love space.
You do have, what, 1 Lego? You have the
I have those like metal kits,
Right.
You know, the metal, and then I have the Saturn V that you got me though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We should oops.
yeah,
We should get the Artemis one.
yeah. I'm waiting for it to come at the same scale as the Saturn V.
Oh,
There
is
is
it
one
not?
out. I don't think it's the same scale though.
I thought it was.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Artemis is smaller than
It's a little taller.
I thought Artemis was a little smaller than
So hang on, let's see. Is SLS bigger than Saturn V? Oh no, it's not. You're right.
but it's more powerful.
Saturn V remains the taller and heavier rocket, though the SLS produces significantly more thrust. Yeah.
It still bothers me that we still have to use rockets and that
I know,
that we
man.
had
Gravity feels
some parachute in on Artemis 2 instead of being able to land.
Yeah, it's the one thing we don't. I think people overlook is how strong gravity is.
Yeah.
You know, like we need that giant rocket. Have you ever thought about designing rockets and what a pain in the ass it would be?
Yeah.
Like we need that giant
terrible.
rocket to get these 4 guys or 3 guys
It's
in this tiny capsule. But
Yes.
for every gallon of fuel we add, we're using 80% of that fuel to just lift that fuel.
right.
So now we need to add another gallon, but we're using 80% of that fuel just to lift that gallon off. So we're at for every gallon. I don't even know what the math is.
there's
I'm making it up.
There's got to be a better way.
I know. And I think that's why they went with stuff like liquid oxygen, because it's lighter, and liquid hydrogen, like it's lighter, but still, for every pound you add of the
I never
fuel,
thought about that. That's crazy.
it's so frustrating. It'd be so frustrating, right? That's the only reason they're that big, is like, well, the fuel weighs.
right.
And so for every unit of fuel we add, 90% of that fuel is used just to lift that fuel off.
That's so weird.
That's why it's amazing looking at those rockets, and the thing that actually has the people is tiny. It's so small.
I know. Like, how much fuel would they actually need if they didn't? If
Yeah.
it wasn't
And it's only because we're going to the moon, right? Like
Right.
Space Shuttle didn't. It still had the two boosters and the giant fuel tank,
right.
but it wasn't nearly as big. So getting into low Earth orbit, even high Earth, for like 27,000 miles.
I don't.
But going to the moon, we need, because of gravity,
Right.
to get out of the Earth's gravity, we need even more.
I started rewatching For All Mankind.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it's called. The second shuttle they build, where they launch it from the 747.
Yeah.
That's all stuff that's plausible. Like
it
it's
was
all
it was the predominating theory
Yeah.
when the shuttle was being designed.
and
And Virgin does that.
yeah, and the nuclear engine, all completely possible. All we have
We have it.
we're ready to do it. It's
Yeah.
just like why are we? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's because there's no space race. We need another space race.
We do. We need China or Russia.
Now we're in a fucking data center race.
I know. God.
They're big bad boogeyman.
Yeah, Kevin O'Leary says that whoever has the bigger data center will win future wars. I'm like, I really don't think China's ever going to go to war with anybody. I really don't think that's what they want. We want that.
Yeah, I know.
America wants that.
China.
We're obsessed with war.
I know. China's like, we're good, man.
We're
We can
good.
just take over the global economy.
Yeah, we don't need to fight.
We really don't need anything.
Right. We don't need to kill you to take over your economy.
Right.
You know?
You could just owe us money.
I just don't see it that way. I agree that whoever has the bigger dick in data centers might have better technology, but I don't
Have
also
better porn.
I also don't really see how that's a huge deal. You know? There was a comedian that did a joke about that. Like, do we really need to be number 1?
Right.
Like, can't we just be like number 7? Like, it's fine.
Like,
Everybody would be fine.
Ask the other countries. They
Yeah.
seem okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's dumb.
It's super dumb.
I do want an update on your cat and the toilet potty
Oh.
training.
Failed.
Did it?
Listen, actually, so the way it works is it's like a plastic tray you put in the toilet filled with
Uh-huh.
kitty litter,
Yeah.
quote unquote flushable, right? But ultimately, it still clumps. So it's
Right.
like, how flushable is it? Which is one of the reasons I stopped. And then you cut a little hole out in the center, and then make the hole bigger.
Right.
Make the hole bigger. So she was doing okay. She's also really young. I was looking like it's actually better to go a little older.
Oh.
But so I did the first hole, and she got scared. She was, looking in the water and put off, and so she ended up pooping next to the toilet.
Mm.
So I covered.
What I do too.
Yeah, I know. So I covered that hole and made it smaller, and that worked for
Uh-huh.
a bit. I did that for a couple weeks, and then I went to the bigger hole, and she was okay. But it is so fucking messy because they don't stop digging, right?
Oh.
So they go up there and pee or poo, and then they paw at the litter and just kick it everywhere all across the bathroom. So you have to sacrifice a whole bathroom to do this,
Gross.
you know? And then I got kind of paranoid about the flushable litter.
Right.
I was like, sewers are thick. They're 4 inches.
Right.
But I don't want to.
You don't want a fatberg. You don't
No.
wanna deal with
yeah.
that.
And so I had a conversation with Chad. I was like, hey, I'm doing it's called the City Kitty,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was like, I'm doing this. What's the deal with this flushable litter? And it's like, if it says clumping on there anywhere,
Right.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
Like sand, sure. You can flush sand. It'll eventually make its way down.
Right.
But a clumping litter, like, it's kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
So not only was I was just sick of my bathroom being destroyed,
Right.
and then I was a little paranoid about creating a fatberg.
Right.
So I gave up. I did. I gave up. Maybe I'll do it when she's older. But we still have a nice auto
Yeah, you got the nice
auto kitty
like,
litter cat box.
$700 super fancy.
We didn't spend that much, but it was like $250.
Oh.
I think we didn't get the really nice one. So that's my update. It was going, and if I could stick it out for another like 8 weeks, we might get there. But then I was also reading that the actual hardest part is the very last ring.
And so you don't even know. You can
don't
go
even
that
know.
far,
Yes.
and
It was like most people fail on that last ring.
No.
I was like, well, I'm not going to get all the way there, you know, where it's literally like just inside the seat, just inside the toilet seat is like 1 inch of litter.
I
That's the
mean,
last ring.
the first step to failure is trying.
That's
so.
true. So I have high hopes that maybe she'll just like see the toilet and be like, oh yeah, I used to shit in there.
Good
I'm
time.
going to go do that. And then she'll just do it. Like, because Ashley had a cat growing up. His name was Chuck.
Uh-huh.
That her mom was like, who the fuck is not flushing the toilet? And then she walked in one day on him
The cat?
peeing in it. And he just taught himself. I was like, that's what we need.
You just need... That's it.
A smart cat. Yeah.
Mm.
So,
You can keep going through mine. I've got 2 out there.
yeah.
2 kittens. One's got an eye issue. What do we got here?
I got a thing in the mail from the Weber County Elections Bureau. I don't know what they're called. You remember how for years you couldn't vote in a Republican primary unless you were registered?
right.
So you and I registered as Republicans
Right.
so that we could vote against Trump.
right. I do remember that.
Democrats, you could vote in their primaries regardless. You just had to, I think they sent it to everybody.
Right.
Now it looks like the state of Utah has passed a law because I got this form that says you have to choose. If you want to vote in the Democratic primary, you don't have to register as a Democrat still, but you have to tell us that that's what you want. And by telling us that's what you want, you will not receive a Republican one. Or vice versa. If you want to vote in the Republican primary, not only do you have to tell us, but you also have to register as a Republican. So that's what this form that I got is saying. To receive a party ballot, you must select your party. And they're trying to stick it to people like us. And it's not going to work because you and I don't fucking care which Democrat wins the primary.
Right.
We do care, though, which Republican wins the primary. So I thought this was funny that they're trying to force me out,
Right.
and it's not going to work. You know?
Did you respond?
No, I didn't even return it
No,
because
I didn't either.
if I'm registered as a Republican, I'm pretty sure that they'll send me one regardless.
I had somebody come pitch somebody yesterday, some Democrat. It's like that's pretty bold. I
Was
guess
it,
no.
Was it a bigger guy with glasses? Do you remember? What's
Uh,
his name? I'm so
yeah,
fucking pissed.
uh,
Dakota.
Yeah,
Dakota?
It was Dakota.
He is canvassing everywhere.
yeah.
So he is currently a state rep. No, he's clearly a Clearfield. He's a
Mayor or
Clearfield
something?
city council member
Oh, okay.
running for either Utah Senate or Utah House of Representatives. He's a great guy, by the way. But in order to run for office, you have to get enough signatures
Oh,
to get your name on the ballot. So that's what he's out doing.
they just gave me a flyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't
Oh, cool.
ask me to sign anything.
He came by. So at first, a few weeks ago, we had 2 guys come up to the house and were like, they approached Ashley first. We were outside. I was out in
We
the
have
back.
a message.
No, I was in the backyard. They weren't missionaries, but he was like, "Can I get your signature to get some Republicans on the ballot?" And Ashley's like, "No." And she's like, "Well, I'm not." She wasn't nearly that mean, but she was like, "I'm not registered as a Republican." And he looks down at his form and he's like, "Oh, I see that your husband is." You know? And they're like, "It's okay. We're not here just for Republicans. We thought you were, but we're also here for Dakota." And so she like Googled him real quick and signed. And I walked out and they're like, "Can I get you to sign?" I'm like, "What is this?" And they explained it. You know, trying to get you have to get enough signatures to get people even on the ballot to run for office. And they're like, "We see you're registered as Republican." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm only registered as Republicans so I can vote against bad MAGA Republicans." And they're like, "Oh, no, yeah, we respect that."
Oh, yeah, us too.
I'm like, "I'll sign it for Dakota, though, if that's what you're here for."
Right.
And then 2 weeks later, he himself was in the neighborhood. And
Oh, really?
and he saw me and asked if I'd sign. I'm like, "Oh, I already signed a couple weeks ago for you." So anyway,
Huh.
he's a
Yeah.
good guy.
But we won't get to vote for him then.
It depends on the district. He must be running for Senate.
Because we don't get a Democratic primary, or do we?
No, we have primaries still.
I mean,
or
we're going to get a
state.
ballot?
Yeah, oh, you're right. We might not get a ballot for the state.
Yeah.
But if he's in the general, I don't know how it works at the state level. I don't know where party comes into play.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, they're trying to make us. They're trying to get, because there's a lot of us in Utah, I think.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think there's a ton. I was reading a statistic about how many registered Republicans are in Utah now, and it's gone up.
Uh-huh.
But the number of people voting for Republicans in general elections has not. I'm like, well, that's because
That's why they're
it's because we did this, you know.
stupid.
What was this article I shared? Oh, this is one I was telling you I wanted to read.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I will, man. It's all about demagogues and how they work. This guy in the 30s named Korzybski identified a pattern called idealization, frustration, and disillusionment, IFD, for political semantics, right? And at the time, he didn't have to look far because Hitler was there, you know. He was converting the genuine hopes of many otherwise decent people into a cult of national redemption, promising to restore an imagined ancestral magnificence, which is exactly what we're seeing today, right? I'll read you this paragraph. People around the world have since followed a similar script. They start by projecting their hopes onto a leader who promises redemption and a return to some glorified past. The slogans are simple. Make America Great Again.
Mm-hmm.
Villains are clearly named. The future sparkles, but then reality bites. The economy doesn't transform. Crime and disorder don't vanish. Political opposition doesn't disappear, so it's demonized. The result is frustration, which can harden into rage or sink into resignation. People see their hopes exploited as mere political expedients. As with an abusive partner, the initial infatuation operates as bait, and the more intense the infatuation, the nastier the hook it hides. Demagogues count on the early swell of starry-eyed enthusiasm and ride it as long as they can. I think the reason I read this article and put it in here was because I think if this pattern holds, then this is what's going to happen to MAGA. And I think we're starting to see it a little. They're feeling very disillusioned.
Right.
Gas prices are fucking high. We're at war, which was promised not to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think
I don't understand. I don't understand how they're still on board. Like it's so it's so obvious, man. This $2 billion that he just gave himself. You can never look into his tax record again.
Yeah.
It's
general. Here's this one. This is very interesting too. General semanticists liked to expose this move with. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me start over here. So this is just about the words that people like Trump use, right? General semantics tries to interrupt this pattern by teaching people how language fuels each stage. This guy's signature claim is that the map is not the territory. The phrase denotes a disciplined mode of thought. Our sentences, slogans, and theories are maps. They point toward events and objects, but they're never identical to them. The word isn't the thing. The symbol isn't the thing symbolized. A phrase like real Americans or, quote, the silent majority doesn't describe a concrete uniform group. It vaguely evokes some traits, ignores others, and bundles them into usefully amorphous fiction that nonetheless feels real. Demagogues speak as if such abstractions were literal objects. When a crowd chants enemies of the people, the words work on the nervous system as if they'd pinpointed a fixed, dangerous species rather than a shifting collection of critics, journalists, or judges. And it's exactly what's happening.
right.
You know?
It's crazy.
Yeah. So it was a cool. It's in the National Review back in March by Bryan A. Gardner. Solid name.
Bryan A. Gardner.
Yeah. It's Bryan. I got this. Dude, this is the funniest headline and story I think I've read in a long time that I put in here. And, of course, it's in Florida. A 43-year-old Fort Lauderdale man is facing trespassing and unauthorized use of property charges after entering his neighbor's home office without permission last Tuesday evening and spending 40 minutes attempting to fax a handwritten ceasefire agreement to Tehran using a Brother MFC J995DW. He had located behind a filing cabinet and operated without asking. Carlos Mendez, 43, told investigators he had been following the situation closely, felt the diplomatic channels were moving too slowly, and believed a direct fax carried a sincerity that email could not replicate. His neighbor Gary had not been consulted on any part of this assessment. A 4-page ceasefire agreement Carlos had written by hand over 2 evenings using a legal pad and a good pen he borrowed from his own Kitchen 17.
Is this real?
Kitchen. 17 fax attempts to a Tehran government number Carlos had found through an online directory he described as fairly reliable. 3 successful transmissions confirmed by the machine that Carlos considered a diplomatic breakthrough. 1 confused phone call Gary received from an Iranian fax operator asking who was sending documents. Gary arriving home mid-transmission to find Carlos in his office feeding pages into a machine Gary had forgotten he owned.
Wait, why does he even have a fax machine?
I don't know.
Wait, did he know there was a fax machine in there?
I don't know, man.
Well, he
I
had to
have no
right?
idea.
Oh my God.
Carlos told responding officers the agreement was reasonable, the terms were fair to both sides, and he had left the room for negotiation in the final clause, because specifically to show good faith.
Oh my God.
He was asked if he had any diplomatic credentials. Carlos said he was a notary, but it had expired in 2021. Imagine being one of these office workers in Tehran and you're receiving this fax. Oh, man. So good.
That's hilarious.
So good.
All right.
We used to do gotcha headlines.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
This particular headline is not a gotcha, but it is really... I don't know how to describe it. I'm just going to read it to you.
Okay.
And you like Bob's Burgers, so
Yeah.
I put this on here. Bob's Burgers voice actor and comedian Eugene Merman suffered serious injuries after crashing his car into a toll plaza and being pulled from the fiery wreckage by a state trooper assigned to protect the governor of New Hampshire.
What? What?
It's just clearly it's CNN, and it is clearly AI slop.
Right.
It is a run-on sentence. That's all one sentence. Crashing his car into a toll plaza and being pulled from the fiery wreckage by a state trooper assigned to protect the governor of New Hampshire.
Did anyone comment and call him out on it?
Just took a screenshot of the headline. Oh man,
Man, that's so stupid.
so funny, just great.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, let's do this.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you these random headlines.
These are all interesting. They're all athletes today.
All right.
Well, athlete adjacent. Competitive eater Joey Jaws Chestnut, the reigning champion and 17-time winner of Nathan's famous international hot dog eating contest, will compete in the July 4 spectacle while on probation after he pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor battery charge. Chestnut was accused of slapping a man on the face during a night out at an Indiana bar. His attorney said he entered a guilty plea April 20th and was sentenced to 180 days of probation in Hamilton County.
Oh man.
The judge did grant him permission to travel outside the state. Thank goodness.
I saw that. Imagine that, the judge is like, oh, you fucking kidding me? I just had to deny a guy to go to his mom's funeral. Now I got to say yes to this asshole? Listen, he brings in a lot of money. He brings in a lot of money for the state. We got to let him come in.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I like this guy, Joey. He's just slapping people.
Just slapping
He's
people.
just, he's that big of a deal.
Imagine slapping someone in a bar fight. You open hand slap another man,
Right.
and they call the police.
Ow!
Ow! Call the fucking cops. You imagine? What are you doing, man? This wasn't like a brawl or a sucker punch, right? I mean, I don't know the specifics, but the article says slapped.
He did.
So, I don't know.
Oh. This is out of Paris. Home player Arthur Guy or Gay or Gia, I don't know, GEA, ran off the court for an emergency bathroom break earlier in the first set of his French Open debut on Sunday. I need to go to the bathroom. I can't move anymore. I'm going to go on the court. He told the chair umpire in French before hastily running off the court.
Poor guy.
The 135th ranked Guy was trailing 13th seeded Karen Kakanoff when he made his move. Usually bathroom breaks are only permitted between sets.
It's true. They are weird about bathroom breaks.
Yeah, what did he need to go snort some coke or something?
I don't know. No, listen, you're running around playing tennis, man. If you had a little too much fiber, you got to shit.
Do you think you need to poop?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's no other reason to be
No,
like,
I mean, you before a match, you go pee, right? You're fine. You go pee.
I'm going to
but
shit my pants.
You can't control the poops.
Like, you're sweating, you probably just pee on yourself, right?
Yeah, just go. Hey, you're not only that, you're also sweating a lot, so you're probably
Right,
not.
it's
You probably don't need to
mostly
pee.
pee anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. You just got to put it in your waistband so it goes up.
This is tennis, right? Don't you do you follow tennis still?
Oh man, not as much as I used to. I really should. I did. It was once Federer was done, I was like, this is hard. You know.
A professional cornhole player who is also a quadruple amputee.
Huh.
Yeah. A professional cornhole player who is a quadruple amputee has been arrested in connection with a fatal shooting.
You got to be kidding me.
Dayton Weber, 27, is accused of killing a man in the front seat of his car during an argument on Sunday in his hometown of La Plata, Maryland,
Here's a
about
picture
30 miles south of Washington, D.C.
Here's a picture of him shooting a gun. You got to be kidding me, man. What?
The sheriff's office said in a press release that passengers in the backseat saw Weber shoot Bradrick Michael Wells, also 27, before he pulled over and asked them to help the victim out of the car. They refused and left, at which point Weber fled with the victim still in the car. All the passengers knew each other, authorities said. Nearly 2 hours later, a resident of Charlotte Hall, about 14 miles away, called police to report a body in a yard.
I'm sorry. You'll have to explain the situation again. Was he in a car?
Let's see. Yeah.
He was in the car and shot somebody that was standing in their
Accused of
yard?
killing a man in the front seat of his car during an argument.
In the front seat or from the front seat?
In the front seat of his car during an argument.
Was he driving?
Yeah.
So the
Wait, how was
the quadruple amputee was driving
and he shot a guy?
and he shot a guy, and then somehow the body was out of the car as well?
Yeah. I guess he somehow got it out.
What the fuck? I mean, I can
Look,
see
I'm just impressed.
I legitimately, I can see this picture of him shooting a gun. I don't know if I'm more impressed with his ability to shoot a gun or to throw a cornhole beanbag. I don't know how he does that either. He puts it between his arms there. Look at that. That's how he throws.
How much do you think a professional cornholer makes?
I don't know. 10, 20 grand? I don't know. Honestly, it's probably a lot more than you'd think. Weird. I mean, all around, right? He's a quadruple amputee. He's driving, which I understand that we can retrofit cars,
Right.
but he also shoots a guy in his passenger seat
Yeah. Like,
and then gets them out of the car. There are people in the back seat.
yeah, they got out, I guess.
Yeah. Weird. What a weird story. What a perfect random headline.
It really, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
this really encapsulates what we were going for when we invented this segment. This is just great. Wow. What an
yeah, I
interesting
don't.
story. Oh yeah, there's throwing one. That's how he throws them. Oh, and listen. When you said that, I figured it was like a disabled league. No. Look at his opponent.
Yeah, he
Full
played
able-bodied.
regular.
Yeah, is a normie. He's playing. There's not a. Maybe there is, but he's not playing in a disabled league, unless there's something else wrong with this man. In this picture, but he has
I don't
fully
think he-
able-bodied.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. Yeah, I just thought that was that's pretty impressive that he did all that. You know.
Very,
I mean,
very impressive.
wow.
Yeah. I mean, he might deserve a pass just because.
Wasn't there no Paralympian that did the same thing?
Oh yeah, Oscar
Yeah.
Pistorius.
yeah.
Well,
He killed his girlfriend though, or what?
yeah, he had arms too. He just didn't have legs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But he was also not. He wasn't a Paralympian. Remember, they let him compete in the.
Oh really?
I think
With
so.
his crazy robot leg.
Did Oscar Pistorius run in the regular Olympics? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And there was controversy about it because on one hand, he should be slower.
Right.
On the other hand, he doesn't have calves and feet that would fatigue
Right.
the way that someone with them would. There was a pretty controversial, I remember.
That seems interesting.
Like, yeah. Yeah,
Huh.
I don't know how to feel about it, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know enough about it, but I understand why he wants to.
Right.
But I also understand why the other athletes are no, it's like competing against Darth Vader. He's like half,
Right.
you know,
Right.
he's half robot.
I know. That's yeah.
Even though it's not, they're just like springs, right?
I mean, there's springs.
They're springs though.
there's there's like jetpacks.
Yeah, he's
and,
getting a little lift from those, isn't? Is he? Is he not getting a little lift?
But yeah, other than that, it's
Right.
it's totally fine.
Yeah, but yeah, he. I can't remember if he was. Was he found guilty?
I think so.
Because he shot her like through a door or something. He claimed that he thought it was. I think he claimed he thought it was an intruder.
Oh.
Yeah, he was found guilty. Yeah, if I remember that case, he thought it was an intruder, like through the bathroom door, so he shot. And yeah, I don't know.
Sketchy.
Very. Oh wait, the Supreme Court of Appeals overturned the initial verdict. Oh, he was acquitted, but the Supreme Court said no, you did it.
Really?
Yeah.
They can do that?
Well, I don't think it was in America. I think it was in.
Oh. France or something.
Where is? No, it was like South Africa or something.
Oh.
Pistorius now. Let's see where he is now. Yeah. Currently living in his uncle's mansion.
Huh.
Oh wait. Following his release. Oh yeah, he was released in January 2024.
Huh.
He's been under strict parole conditions. Yeah, in Pretoria, South Africa. I think that's confusing. He lives in Pretoria and his last name is Pistorius.
No, that was confusing.
You should choose a different town.
That's true. That's ridiculous.
All right.
What an asshole.
All right. Is that it?
I think so.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, everybody. Find us at the Arctic Pod on TikTok or Instagram. Email us at arcticpod@gmail.com. For episode 165, I'm Bryan.
I'm Spencer. See you next time.